na Kona Sesay. Today talk to the camera. Can work at the Kankaylay Islamic Secondary School and the Sierra Leone Muslim Congress for talk to them different school year concerning the constraints them where they go through and how they want make government can to their aid. Now we they go for talk to the school administratives them for get their own story. Good afternoon, ma, and welcome to this interview. You go tell me your name and your position.
Yeah, I'm Madam Agnes Topoy. I'm the acting principal of Kankaylay Islamic Secondary School, Kisimesmes.
So how long you don't take na this position?
Well, I don't take 6 years plus.
So over the years, what in on be una success so far?
With success, at first we've been just get up to JSS level, the school, but of recent, we begin from 2013. Now we established the senior school. We start the senior school with 8 picking them. Last year we able to get up to 157 picking them. We able to see to the WASC. So we school don't approved by the Ministry of Education. This year, the role it don't increase more than last year. So now one of the successes that way I would say we don't get over the years from where we established the school with 8 picking them to as much as 157 to as much as over 500 this year.
And when we talk of success in secondary school, people can normally think of the WASC exams and the results, how it can be. How are your results and don't be over the years?
Over the years, I tell you say last year we were able to get WASC where the people they able to sit to the WASC exam. It be moderately fine. And not be look 100% because now we first approach. It not be look 100%, but on the average, it be better.
For somebody we don't know Kankaylay Islamic School at all, you go like for know if this na a government assisted school or not just a private school.
The school na government assisted. I tell you say last year government approved the senior school. The JSS we don't approve ever since. But now last year government able to approve the senior school.
When are some of the challenges them way una don't go through ever since?
The challenges them plenty. One are the exposure of the school building. It's so exposed to the community people. Would they get a lot of headache? In the morning where they conduct assembly, the school is so open enough fence. Then they play ball almost throughout the day. We're not able to get total control of the school compound. We get a lot of problems from them footballers there because we can even the assembly, then they kick ball, then they give we chance so we able get that total control where we able get for the picking them. Then the picking themselves where they can let because the school not fence, it's so open, we're not able to get actually that kind of way the way we go able for discipline the picking them because the compound is open. The other constraint where would they actually get na in a water, not able to get water at all. And being that this is a Muslim school, on Fridays we can normally go for prayers because the school get mosque. But when we not get water, we can let them look for water till time pass for prayer.
Speaking of water, when you talk of water, I get to do with sanitation also. How well una can keep up talking of toilet issues, sanitation, and picking them una they deal with? How una can go about that?
Now we can buy water. The gallon are 1,000 euros. But and they go far, forget this water. So thank you, the way we don't pay, we can pay in the evening, then carry with the water, and we can manage. And then be a manager, they manage. It's difficult for we.
Looking at the surroundings of the school, what do you feel saying that the thing we go put a stop to them people here where they can't play ball at the fields?
Well, actually, we go plead if there is need, if there is where we go get help. Fencing the compound. Fencing go compound go actually make all NTS so where they talk we go able to get under control. Because if the school fence, we go able to get total control of the picking them, as well as the pedestrians. Then why are they even bikes? Then they just go inside the compound in and out. We're not able to get total control, as I tell you. Anybody can just kind of dash in and waiting because control not the place is so open and place is in a community where a middle we don't there now.
When you talk of all these things, and according to you earlier on, you mentioned saying that now government don't take part of assisting the school. But then people can normally think of subsidies where government can give to schools, and I don't ever receive such.
Well, yes, though hiccups then we don't receive subsidy, as I tell you, because right now self-investigations and they go on like ACC, they go right round. We don't get, but initially, as I tell you, the role of the school, like the JSS, it been small, but it don't come up again. So, they able to solve because the problems are bigger than the subsidy where would they get.
So, I don't make any report concerning that.
Yes.
Waiting at the reply we will get.
Well, we not get replies there yet because. Where you get for write letters to the authorities there concerned and wait for the reply.
So how long you feel say you get for wait for that reply day?
Well, that I may not go tell now, unless we get for the check in and out.
So what are the message we go send to the government, especially the Ministry of Education, concerning the constraints the way we go through and how fast we need the reply?
Well, the message we go get for saying to the government is we go want the government pay attention to we school. Being that we school, na a girls' school, na a Muslim school, we really go want government in support, like for fence we compound, for even give we extension of buildings, because we get vast land, for get extension of building, for make we get water. For proper sanitation.
Let me take it to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, sir, and welcome to this interview. Go tell me your name and your position at the school.
My name is Mr. Bassi. I'm a teacher at the school, a senior teacher.
Right, so how long you done the teach?
I don't teach for the past 16 years at this school.
So somebody go like for know the subject where you teach and the class where you teach.
I teach English language, and I teach government at the senior secondary school, English language at the junior secondary school, and social studies as well.
Okay, and teaching in Kankaylay, what don't be your experience so far?
I don't get a lot of experience, both good and bad. The good side, the picking them who they teach, now picking them we be say they're very grateful. Like the one that will be don't teach with and don't go. Well, they meet up the Nana street, then still they give you that respect, so they don't get higher positions. Well, they meet them, then can help we anytime we need help. The bad experience is that well, they na a school like this, na a Muslim school, and most of the time, because some of we are Christians, them we not get the privileges them because this na a Muslim school. And again, as a school, we need students then at the school. We need picking them at the school. But being in a school, though you deliver, and at the same time, community members around not agree for send them picking them at the school, then they always time with school say with school is dirty, and the community picking them back where then they naya because of a school no fence, then they can't then they play around. Even as you see, bike then they at the field, and we na girl picking them with the teach. We not go say let them go out there and do bad thing or fetch other picking them where then they ride bicycle. Play football now we field, send the football, as you can see with glasses, the all then don't broke up. And we know they get that support because government they pay for the picking them now, but look at the number we get is small. The money when they send at the school for level principal take and make the school, now they take it, they pay supporting staff again because the money is small. So actually, we dey get them constraints as teachers na the school.
Being an English teacher, people can normally say English now where you they talk because na language now you they get for understand and the more. How una can cope? You picking them where you can teach English. Now English una can talk during the classes or not to English at all.
We can talk English normally, but as you know, the Creole don't spoil the school system in Sierra Leone now. In other places, they picking in English, then they talk. But in Sierra Leone, all day, we get, not to me angry in an English teacher, we get laws the way they put, more especially when we're in a class or when they inside the uniform, we not allow they let them talk Creole. But the English, then they try small. But most subject area, once you go to that then level and explain to them in Creole. But actually, then they try small.
Okay, earlier on you mentioned that people have not agree for send them picking at the school. And one reason we make people can send them picking at the school, people can say normally now because of results where they don't see, proofs. So how well on a school on they try for like bring out good results?
As you can see, this school here, over the years, now been junior secondary school. But because of our performance in public examination, especially Becky, now we don't get senior secondary school up to SS3. And these have been approved by government since last year. The examination part, definitely, then they do well. But as you know, we picking them now and then they control them, parents them. For instance, picking go de Kankaylay, I say, me na ani wash a day. Just imagine me sister, if you then I they come here, you go and wash, till you reach day. The transportation, you add more burden to your parents then. Most teachers in those schools, we all at the same colleges then go. Go self, they go meet up, but picking them and then they control them parents then. They want themselves where they train from JSS 1 to 3, then they go to other senior secondary school and they are excelling, then they do well. No sooner than say na Kankaylay we attend, they know say we give them that good training and then they say we actually teach them in a way then we able to go any side tomorrow and able to excel.
Then finally, what in the like what way you go send to parent them out there where they take and say Kankaylay school, not to school where they produce good things at all. What in the word way they send to them the assurance for say indeed this school they do well and then for send them picking them here.
Me, I want let parents them send the school them picking them here and let them be monitors. Kankaylay will they teach you picking them to a level where then they understand. Kankaylay with school not congest. Kankaylay na a school where it be say it don't make names over the years. Would they take care of them, girl picking them? Would they train them in that Islamic way where you go able to become beneficial to them even when they go don't left school?
Plenty take it to you then.
Thank you very much, madam.
Good afternoon and welcome to this interview. Tell us your name and your grade.
My name is Balfofana. I am in JSS 3.
So what are some of the constraints them like where you don't face ever school reopen get for do with transportation, reading and all we get for do with light for read? What are some of them things then they way don't they unbug you?
The things the way they unbug me for study, for me reading. So, as for me, what they told me auntie, when I come on school, I get for book. And they do some Afa folk there. So I can do octave even say. So say the time now what they say for read, I go down week for read, for study. So I can lay down now at the sleep. And I make some time I can at school at the patients and listening what they teach me. Because no see I go now also not get this spare time.
We don't talk to a few of you teachers them, they don't talk of how people not agree send them picking them can school because can't kill in a school way them feel say no they learn at all. What do you get for say concerning that?
As for me, they say Kankaylay no they learn, but not to the teachers there, now the students there. Because what they teach, who the students there, some of them they play, some of them they listen. So if they say the school they need teach, but me concerning say no more, now we they make they not teach we. Because if you pay attention, they go teach you, understand.
Okay, if you get the advantage in the future for become the president of Sierra Leone, what's another thing where you go do for Kankaylay school where like presently it is the sub you want for make a change and then if you be that president today you go want for change about Kankaylay?
As for me, I for bring water for make the school. But change some things there because some pikin there they talk say we school dirty. Some of them they say na make them dey care for light back then at two. But we no say no more if the chance dey if we get money we dey make Kankaylay. And for me own future, me no say me future if I be money I go make the school and I no go ever forget the school here because they give me a knowledge.
People don't talk concerning the constraints them wey una dey go through na Kankaylay. What are the message we go send to the government, the Ministry of Education for counter una aid?
For me, our school, I just want fence. Let them fence with school because you can see the dust the Hamburg way. Inside the classroom, they all say so dust because they play football. Some of them they ride bicycle, bike there. So we just want to let them fence the school, make off with school because some picking because of the school, the dust they play football, the dust there. They make them say they need candy place dirty. But if we sure say if na fence they, we not go disturb we.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma.
Good day and welcome to this interview. You tell us your name and what form you are in.
Thank you very much. My name is Farah Fouad Mara. Yeah.
What form are you in?
I am in Sesay Science.
Okay. What has been your experience so far attending the Kankaylay Islamic School?
Well, actually, I have observed that most of the science students have been undergoing a lot of constraint. We are coming again. We are not having laboratory, and the books are not the book that we need are not sufficient. And every day we come, we're not having a lot of energetic teachers to teach us well. And this has been burdening us so far. So it has made us to be able to be sitting at home without coming to school.
Okay, speaking of laboratory, we know how important that is to science pupils. How has that been affecting you individually?
Well, it has affected me over the years because I have attended my WAS once. I noticed that the practical aspects have been, I did nothing because we're not having those experiments that are needed, that we're supposed to what? To do something that are very much important. Like in the area of what? The burette, the pipette, in order for us to do our chemical reaction. So all these have been burdening us over the years. So it has pained me. So it has pained me because my performance have been going down.
Okay.
So in that case, it made us to be drop out from school because what we're yearning for, we're not getting it.
Taking a view around, looking at your classrooms, we're seeing lots and lots of dust, and we know what that does to pupils. And you have to put your books on the table, you have to sit on clean desks when you come to class. So what have you got to say concerning that?
Well, since I happen to be in this school, the desks that are not good at all because a lot of nails are there. Sometimes when I place my bag, it gets filled most of dust. We're not having air conditioning in our classroom, and there are certain things that we need. Like we need people that are supposed to be in the school that will be looking after the school. When you come, just for us to sit, but every day we come, we take broom, sweep, we waste time, and the period goes. So these are the way that have been affecting us.
Okay, then let's say you're opportune to be the president of Sierra Leone in years to come. What is it exactly that you want to change concerning your school?
Well, actually, if I become the president of this country, I will make sure that I'll provide basic necessity for students. I will keep away hunger because you cannot be in school, you're hungry, I made a free education to you, you're not eating. While the child is teaching, you don't understand nothing. So I will make food possibility in the country. Everybody will eat enough food. And in that case, I will give lunch to students. I will make that possibility. And I will make sure that I create self-reliance to students. That by the end of the year, I give some amount of money to the students. That is because we're seeing in this free education, I've got a lot of books, okay? That is okay. I thank Mr. Julius Marabio. I thank him very much for that. But the problem now, a lot of us are angry. Like, I'm very voracious now when I'm standing because since this morning I don't eat nothing. I'm in school. He said I'm in school going people. I will be in school, but that will make me to what? To play trance. Go home before the time of the schooling off. So this is a problem that I've been facing. But if I'm the president, I will make sure that I will empower the youth, give loans to people that are unable to pay their fees by making free education. It's very much important, but you cannot give something, you cannot make free education while things that the student need are not there. Laboratory is not there. enough textbooks are not there. Because those books that they made, those free education books that they gave us, actually I'm not well off with them. I have used to Akiola, and those books are very much important. I believe that by giving if I'm the president, I will give the audacity to the people of Sierra Leone to make the books for us, not from other countries.
Okay,
Because they don't have understand what have happened in our country.
Okay, in general, what is it that you want the Ministry of Education to do for Kankaylay School?
The Ministry of Education, I want it to come in our aids. An area of benches, that is one. An area of what? An area of workers that we need in our school to be clean our school. And also, we need laboratory. We need those lab experiments. We need books. We need a lot of things that will make us to be happy to be in school. And also again, we need bags, because most of us don't have bags.
Then thank you very much.
Yeah.
Good day to you, sir, and welcome to this interview. You go tell me your name and your position at the school.
Oh, me na Mr. Ibrahim Cole. Me na the principal for the Sierra Leone Muslim Congress Junior Secondary School.
How long you don't take na this position?
As principal, this na me 6 years where I serve as principal at the Sierra Leone Muslim Congress Junior Secondary School. Though I don't dey here as vice principal for 9 years before I become principal.
What be your experience so far?
For this academic or for this year or within the period where I don't serve as principal. Well, one thing where I want to say is that before I come to Congress 2004 as vice principal, Congress Secondary School, the name of Congress was synonymous to like violence. People that when they say Congress, that school level side first day bad picking and the bad boys, because during the 90s, Congress now been school will been get bad name, been get bad boy there, plenty. But when we come in as vice principal, I've been coming with a determination for like, change the face of Congress, change the look of them, for let it be like a the way we been the kind school in the Congress. Because I am here an old boy. So, and I tell God thank you, when we come in, I bring in discipline. And I'm glad the team of teachers the way I meet up, themselves I get their support. And I get the support of my predecessor, who now be the principal, Mr. M.S. Masare, with the other principal in our senior school. We work. Oh, well, now I tell God thank you. Una say go see, say Congress now, we are rated among the best schools, most disciplined. You go even hear around from the community, from people already around. You dey interview a lot of people. You go know say yes, Congress now, we don't transform that discipline side, one of the most disciplined schools. Of course, academically, we do very well. In terms of the academic aspect, we have produced very good results at both Becker and WASC. To an extent, twice, 2016, I get award as the best principal 2016 from a reputable organization where they are comprised of journalists. 2018 back, I get another award back as best principal.
Speaking of una success, somebody go like for no also. What are the challenges the way una done the battle with ever since you don't be principal?
There are no successes without challenges. The challenges that they get within the community. One, the school no fence. When the school no fence, picking there with anyhow we make, we must get some few when they escape, when they cake, go home before time, but very few, because discipline with a monitor teacher, make sure the teacher they call register twice in the morning and in the afternoon. But NIB, you must get a few where they escape through the net. So that one big challenge that we will get the school no fence up to now. Then a very big challenge we will get again Now with the encroachers, this school gets a land. Initially it was 45 acres. That in 1991, government reduced it to 15 acres. Of these 15 acres, right now, 4.33 acres is being encroached upon by encroachers. Well, we don't try. We don't go with it. Right now with the encroachers within a court. So now there is a really problem. Now, and a good number of them, they come, now the school, then they come, most of them are nets, even with the security they will get. At times, which I go take away of late now, we don't get too much security, we don't reduce. But before now, and they cause a lot of atrocities and cause a lot of accidents, damage, can thief, and they thief school property. Most of the houses around now, if you check plenty of houses, you go miss school furniture in there. So that's a big challenge we they get to.
Okay, speaking of fencing the area, people know say Congress na government assisted school. And then can likely like say what of the subsidies where government they give? What exactly una can do with them?
The subsidy that are just for run the school, normal running of the school. Talking about fencing of the school, that's a very, very big project. You don't go put school subsidy under. No. And a very, very big project. If so they put school subsidy well, you go find it difficult for run the school. All what we they do right now is that we they appeal to philanthropic organizations, NGOs, for make them come to rescue, make them can help with. Then they also appeal to all boys them when they listen to this particular interview. We got a good number of them. Some of whom are in the diaspora, some then they were in Saloya where they're in good position, some then they are scattered around. So me they use this opportunity now for our appeal to all them people there, so all them categories there, may them come to as aid, may them can help we so that at least also will get a fence. We don't see how other schools them, old boys them, other organizations and go help them for build a fence. And when you build fence, you fence your school compound, you don't put it under proper control. So they use this particular medium for we appeal to them, make them come to rescue, make them come to aid, we say go build with school fence.
Earlier on you talk of people that will encroach now on our school land and also on our dinner court. So when are the message really sent to the government out there for assist una for see that them people there so give una right?
With the appeal to the government of Sierra Leone, do make them intervene. Now all schools that we get land, school land there, where people encroach upon. At times, most violence the way they happen. Now between the encroachers there and the school picking the school authority. We self, I can recall, on the 23rd of the November 2007, we've been getting similar problem with the encroachers them, where they call police, where they can damage the school. Similar incident that happened Sierra Muslim Union at Poti. Similar incident that happened back na King Fahad, na Olwaf, and other schools them back. So do you please, before things get out of control, with the use this medium now for appeal to government, all the schools that we get where encroachers and they go encroach on the land, may them do all out, may them make sure say let them give the schools the right, help the school land for fence because the school land no fence. Now you can make the people and can take their chance. For when they can go encroach and go build because it's not fair. But the school don't fence, nobody can encroach into the land again. So we they appeal to government, when they come on board and when they help we so that at least this problem of encroachers it will be thing of the past. Look in the case of a grammar school. Grammar school when the then government when they stand firm, look at them, they get the land now. They remove all the encroachers come on the land. So once do the appeal to this government, let's help we also get that kind success there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for interviewing me.
Una sef don listen to both the principals of Sierra Leone Muslim Congress and Kankaylay Secondary School concerning the constraints them where they go through, and also to some pupils them where they self-talk about how they strain when they go school but they not get better furnitures or water supply. We bring the program can to you today. My name na Kona Sesay. So till we meet again to another edition of Talk to the Camera, I say tata.